Thank you. So, somebody said if Kolu resigns, shitty man will be your president. Hang on. What happened to that? If Numbu would handle the economy and shitty man will handle security. What happened to that? I mean, some said it was a misfire or something, that shitty man said he would undo security when it should have been the other way around. It should have been Tifnumbu will handle security as your GCFR. Shitty man would handle economy. As is that not what they normally say, right? So what happened to that? Somebody said they are Muslim tickets. They are jihadist tickets. And the reason why they pushed it is it is about manifesting now. It's only the people, whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, it's only left for you, right? To understand the grand scheme against you for being part of Nigeria right now. Whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, it doesn't really matter anymore. The Fulani terrorists and their sponsor. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim or a Christian. If you are a Christian, it's even worse. Trust me. It's about that land. And there is no amount of appeasement. There is no amount of nice talk or peace deal or peace agreement that, like they will say to you, that will ever stop this. Everything most of these criminals, your politicians are doing is just to see if they can slow the whole thing down, but they kind of believe that it's going to happen, except the people understands what is really coming and they kind of stand their ground. On the one hand, they wish you can stop them. On the other hand, they don't want you to stop them, because stopping them could actually means stopping all the terrorists altogether, including your terrorist politicians. The ones that would rather watch you burn, die. While they pack what they can pack and kind of, stock them away somewhere else, far away from the places where they are committing the looting. Here you get. So, yeah. They want you to stop the terror. They wish you stop the terrorists, the people, but they don't want you to. That's why we say, break it up to save lives. Sometimes this is so kind of hurtful in the ears of some of those unity beggars, the Nigerian unity beggars. Let us all come together united. Let us all work together as work together as what? Anyway, I'm going to continue talking, okay? Because it seems that my line is acting up. All right. I did try to kind of test it myself. It's like going off and on, okay? So in case if you are trying to phone in or call in and somehow on the one hand it is ringing, right? And my ego is not picking up, because I mean, it should pick up, you're calling, but that means it's not getting here, right? So I'm going to kind of further make your evening for the next 20 minutes, okay? Whether the line works or not. So I'll gist you for that few more minutes, and then we can call it a night, okay? So let me tell you something. To understand that these criminals, from your local government to state to federal, for you to understand that they do not have any plan whatsoever to take Nigeria out of the current economic situation, because without getting out of this horrible economic situation, you see what we are talking right now: insecurity, unemployment, poverty. Hang on. Unemployment, poverty, they are a very good ingredient to breed crime that can go as high as terrorism. So the poor countries, poorly managed countries, are recruiting grounds for all kinds of criminal, including terrorism. And with what? Hang on. Oh, sorry about that too. I don't know if I was sorry. 1 second.
Oh, gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Súnmọ́ bìlà. Oh, gbogbo ala máa jẹ breakfast. Àsìkò tó ní kálukú máa jẹ tiẹ̀ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Súnmọ́ bìlà.
Sorry about that. I froze there again. Okay, so I think there's a problem. I had a caller on the line. However, somehow the call dropped. That's the problem with the line. I do not know why I keep experiencing that in a way. Okay, so what I was saying, that I want you to always remember that they do not have any real plan. The only plan they have, and some of you would attest, is that it's our own chance now. That's your own chance. So once you get that appointment, once you get this other shit, that's your chance. So, and because it is their chance first, before, oh, this is a very great opportunity for the people. They have somebody who actually have a clue of what they want to do, and they also have the political will to do what they said they want to do. A lot of you just love the fancy things you have read about them, the fancy jargons they have also said themselves, things that have make you, let me try this. Let's hope this work. There's a caller. Hello there.
Hello, MD.
Hey, Babo. So you can hear me, Abi?
My name is Victor from London.
Yes, sir. Sir Victor from London. I don't know if this is going to last, but you are the first person to try to kind of break me.
I swear, okay. I was listening in the background. I was hearing you when you say people are struggling. I was just like, you know what? Let me just give it a go. See if it's going to work.
So I had somebody on earlier, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to connect them now. When I look on the screen, oh God, I'm sorry.
Well, there's something I actually want to ask you, though.
Sure, please. Shoot.
I want to find out, how do you know this information? Because when you give me an update, and then I write news and the rest of them jump on it the next morning, I'm thinking, why would I London? How does he know this information?
Well, I don't know how to explain that to you. But, when something has become once a second nature, you get that.
Wow.
For example, now I have key things that I actually look for. I think I've even answered this question before, but I'll say it again, right? What happened is that when things happen, like all of us see news, right? And other things like that, I don't just see them. I kind of want to ask more, dig more, probably text people more, even ask few people around back there in Nigeria and be like, is that true? Something like that, that eventually if I have to come here and talk about that same news that you also saw, I'll begin to sort of get you kind of more interested in the details, things that will be like, oh, I wasn't thinking about that.
Because the minute you talk about it and then Arise News jumps on it in the morning, I'll be like, oh, I've heard of Mayegun. And then I'll be like, how did Mayegun jump on it first? Like, how did he get to know it? Because
I think it's just
it's the reality of life. And when things like this happen, that goes to show that there's a whole lot that we don't even know.
Because we hardly pay attention to the details.
Exactly.
Because it's so usual. It's Niger. Oh, it's Niger, Jerry. That's what they normally
My
do.
good, let me not deceive you.
Yeah,
there are so many Agbadomites. There are so many bad idiots. They see the reality, but they act foolish. Like somebody
We
was
call
typing
them
on a
the voluntary slaves. They know what
somebody
they are
was
doing.
typing on
Everybody
a
knows what they are doing.
Tinubu's government will favor me. And I just held my hand in my head like, oh my goodness. Are you this foolish? Are you this daft? Can you not see the handwriting on the wall? These people had nothing for you.
Some of them are just people who want you to end up like them too. You know what I mean? Like
at some point, I just said to myself, they can't be helped. They will be who they want to be. You know, it is what it is, and yeah,
because they know what they are doing. Do you understand? That's another thing. That's how we need to make them see and understand the consequences of what they are. We are not like keep doing what you are doing. Keep promoting all the criminals who are also going to ruin you. Or maybe when we begin to explain the meaning of the damages that they are doing to you, when you begin to picture yourself and be like, oh, this thing affects me truly. Oh.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't see it that way. Oh.
There is no,
so
I don't understand.
I know.
There's no, because obviously you can realize, obviously you want to be in one Nigeria. One way or the other, they are letting you know you are not part of us.
Yes.
Cultural differences, everything, mindset, religious differences, and you know that is the. So why can't you not just split this whole thing up? If you do it, does that mean that Hausa cannot marry Igbo? Does that mean that Igbo cannot? But split it up. Let everybody do their day.
You know.
Then all of us will hold our leaders accountable, and then we'll move on from there.
So anybody will cross border with gun is asking for war. Yeah.
He's asking for war, exactly.
So they will say, well, this is where your border. If you cross them, they shout Allah Akbar anyway. They will kill you.
By force. Now by force to make all of us together. Nítorí Ọlọ́run.
Baba.
Baba. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's carry on with it. Hopefully somebody else calls in, yeah.
No, hopefully they manage to get through. I bet
thank you so much. You are doing a very good job. Wallahi, I won't lie. Every time I'm off to work, there was a time I put it on the thingy that I'm off to work. I think Princess grabbed it. I was on the bus off because I work with I'm a youth support worker. I work with young people, and then I was listening to it. I was so excited. Like you just made my evening. I was so happy that well, at least I get to do that, you know. But yeah, keep up with it, my God. We love you. We support you any day, anytime, my brother.
Thank you. You have a good one, okay? So it's like Victor has managed to break the yoke. Somehow, a lot of people are now attempting to get through, and I hope they do.
Call complete.
Right. The call is complete now, or completed now. Prince JJ Man, can you hear me? The Prince, can you hear me? No. See what I mean? People are trying to kind of get
one name.
My brother, how are you?
I'm very fine. How is your family?
Oh, we are very good too. Thanks for asking.
Compliment of the season, though. Compliment of the season.
Same to you, Baba. Same to you.
You know, they call always. Anytime I call on one hand, even if they like, they lock the signal. Once I call on one hand.
So you can't be like say that they tempt all of you to go. Yeah, try the number. What was my ego talking about? Like we can't get through. Oh, come on, let me try it. It's like everybody want to like, no, we'll break it, we'll get in. And it's like
anybody who don't get you now, it not be good diary keeper. It not be good good diary keeper.
How are you, Baba?
I tell my brother today, you know, say every time I call you, they say leave all those Nigerian people say nothing they happen, nothing they go feed do.
Nothing they go do. They talk.
Yeah.
That still.
Now it's time for me to change my own listing now, because me are the person where they follow events and how they happen. My ego, I tell you, say, Nigeria is about to explode. Nigeria is about to when they explode, it will explode, real explosion. And make I tell you again, there are two things coming.
Tell us.
This will not be revolution, it will be anarchy. This is no more. It will be anarchy because every dick and Tom has been touched. Both native, both rural, both urban. Everybody has been touched. Rich, poor, sick, healthy. Everybody has been touched. Anarchy, now they come. Real tsunami. Then the second one is, believe you me, it's either there's going to be anarchy in Nigeria or there'll be a very, very bloody coup. Make them forget to understand me no go do coup again. There'll be a very, very bloody coup. I'm saying it now. Everybody should be very careful. There'll be very, very bloody coup. And when it go happen,
I have the feeling of a coup here this year anyway. So yeah. We might be on the same.
And when it will happen, the two way, why go they bloody be say now junior officers, low ranking officers go do them. They go clean, they go sweep Nigeria.
You think so?
I tell you the truth. I was once a military man, so I know what I'm telling you. Because the low ranking officers,
did you see that
the private
that was, firing back at Tesawula? I was like, man,
that's what I'm telling you. The privates in the military, constables, those low officers, I tell you, they don't see them reach their head. Their bottle don't, the cup don't full for them. So this one no day for obey last order. No last order here. Any commander, from captain, anybody will be captain for Nigerian military. Begin to find where you go duck your head because this one no day for I give you last order. I say I give you last order. Now you go first test the bullets. From captain, begin to avoid those junior officers because now, mark my word. Remember, saying me tell you say nothing they go fit do, and I mean they come back now. Can't tell you say very soon something will begin happen. From now, in the next 6 months, if Nigeria no explode, that's all I have to tell you. I tell you now, I think maybe always come out. I tell you say nothing go happen. Say they no fit do anything, and through nothing they fit do. Election come go, court come go, tribunal come go. But now I the same me too with whether I don't study and with some kind of information I don't get from my colleagues where they back. Very, very soon, Nigeria will explode. Everybody helter skelter. I tell you, everybody helter skelter. This one not there for these people. They say there will be no escaping route for anybody. So if my advice they go to the officers where they between the low-ranking officers and the high-ranking officers, which are mostly the captains, the quartermasters, the staff sergeants. If you know yourself, when it begin happen, just duck yourself inside your house. No go say one go begin show say because now them go now you go be the first man when they go bring down. These guys are very, very angry. You don't begin show. Now they talk to anybody without respect again. This one not there for saying that.
To do your dirty work. Now they use. You can't call us useless. Kill you. That's why I said.
For that guy to come and do that kind of thing, no say there's something cooking on that. They don't hear them. They don't hear them. They don't. That is the military for you. I was a naval captain, so I know what I'm talking about. Anytime you see a young officer, a low private, not even captain, major, brigade, low private, person will no get any rank, begin to talk like this. There is something cooking on that. And such cool when it happen for night. When those big ones go to sleep for the house, they say they relax.
Those big ones, they don't become big men.
Anybody with military man when they listen to my voice now, know what I talk. If you want to be wise, be wise. If you say you want to be foolish, ajwaya. Now our language, ajwaya.
Oh, it's up to you there. Whatever you see, you get. See, Baba, I'll take another one. That's that. I mean, that's a new one that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to this year. And yeah,
it go happen. Anytime I tell you something, I think it go happen.
I know. Nice one. I'll take another one there.
Keep it
so much, okay? You have a good one, Baba. So I don't know if Prince is going to be lucky. Are you lucky? Prince Jejeman, is that you?
Yes, sir, Baba.
How are you, the Prince?
Baba MG. Yeah. My Chicago Mike.
The Prince. Like
yeah,
I was almost like, you know, I'm just gonna go to my bed if the line is not gonna work, but somehow I just started like that. So then I figured out that you called in, you are not sure if you were connected, and you're just like, is it connected? Is it completed? That's the part of the confusion tonight. So, how are you?
Baba, our head past their winch. Our head past their
winch. Tell them.
I'm telling you, well done, Baba.
Thank you, the prince. Go on.
Yeah, the last call I will call. I won't tell us say good morning. The last call I will call. In the tell us all this why they tell us nothing that happen, nothing that happen, nothing that happen. We know here say anything that happen. The thing where what happen now, she na expo na they give them I been waiting. Because as they talk at night, like say it won't come blow the thing where what happen. Yeah.
So why they tell them now instead of maybe just wait and just you know what I mean? Well, they give them expo.
As military, as military way being, for that one a top secret. I they blow top secret.
Just like that. Yeah? Well, he won't be. Like that. He won't try be. You know, so in my own to my own understanding, he won't try be a very good kind of rival. Like it won't make the people know say we are coming for you or they are coming for you or something is going to happen. Oh, and there's nothing you are going to do about it. Oh, if you make any effort to want to stop it, will not be fair game. Oh. And I think that is fair, not like alarming them, you know, but it believes that even alarming them, nothing where they go do, it go still happen. They go just become fair game.
Anyhow, anyway, you know, in Nigeria, there is no hope. You know, that's why we need Biafra.
Prince Jejeman, for the poorest country, they beg for money everywhere. See how they are doing money.
Now, party now, Faso Rock every day, 1,000 cow, now they kill. You know, just good morning, 1,000 cow. You know, ask people where they're there now. As I talk, and I call you they here. Every day, 1,000 cow, good morning. Afternoon, night, now like that.
They kill for the gods.
My ego, why I call you say, you know, say the other day you show us people where they stand artists for Lagos. Then they ask them, say, those Boko Haram were from Niger and Chad. They ask them, where are you from? They say they be from Oshodi.
From Oshodi, I'm a chauffeur, my brother. Chauffeur my own Papa local government for that K2. Hey?
You see, they ask them, they say they're from Morocco.
Oshodi people, they do Agbero. Now from Lake Chad, they have been from Niger. Some people consider come from Kaduna, they come from Zamfara to come and become, come on, man. I saw it.
If you notice, you see, say all of them, where did they talk? Where did they say they come from? Now from Kaduna.
Yes. Kaduna.
No one says from Zafra. No one says from Gombe. Now Kaduna. No, so now the same kind of election.
No, two of them talks they come from Katsina. Supposed Katsina, we share border with Niger.
Okay.
There is one that said they come from Katsina.
For Katsina, okay. Now Kaduna people now hear their own confession. Now Kaduna people, but you see, my ego, the irony of these things, the danger. You know, say man, they cannot be don't talk one time. Say Al-Shabaab, they don't do Lagos.
Yes.
It talk now from broadcast. You know, that time where one commissioner of police Tunubu send them, make it go talk say na IPOB want to attack Lagos. The other time they cook in a plan for an election. You know, man, they can expose this and say Al-Shabaab don't do Lagos. You understand? They don't do Tete. They do for Lagos.
That time where I shared a video of Okada guys that they saw gone under their the seat of their Okadas. And they said majority of all these Okada riders in Lagos, they were just like the Boko Haram cell. And they could be activated anytime. You forgot that time.
And that's true. You
Lagos started going after them. But yeah, I remember too.
You share them. By a good danger, they say all these people where you see, where they show it for Lagos. Now so then they all the whole 36 states plus Abuja. As so then they recruit them to date. As we talk, they see the recruitment is still going on. Are you getting me? They cover up now they are girl at the top inside the army. Those terrorists where they cover them up for the jihadist and the Ruga agenda. Okay. My ego, Nigeria is a
soldier. They say that they are looking for ESN, and they go straight into people's homes, elderly people. I mean, what do you call it? Communities that are like normal communities, and they will start burning properties. We are looking for ESN. Why would you do this? You can't be original soldiers. You can't be original army. Why would you do this?
At all. You see,
and that time when they thought that they recruit Boko Haram inside the army began making sense to me. And this was about 2 years ago, with what I have seen.
If you see the thing that those army are doing in Biafra land, the eastern part of Nigeria, you will know that the same MO of Boko Haram. You understand? When they come, indiscriminately they kill the innocent people. They set home ablaze.
Yes.
There's no difference. That's to show you that
the terrorists. What is the difference between the soldiers and the terrorists then? So are you sure these are soldiers? Say they are Nigerian soldiers, and you bomb people's homes like this? Not because anybody shot at you, but because you just came to destroy everything, pretending to what? Come on.
My ego, Prince. We thank God. May God bless Mazen and economy a million times. May God bless him a million times.
Amen.
And you too, my ego general. You know, say na the canon na apostle, you na pastor. You understand?
Right.
Yes, now him you know say apostle, they look face, they go use stick, knock person.
You know what I mean?
Put the
sense as it should be.
Then after they don't win soul, they come bring out for pastor for church. You come the pastor, then jelly. Those are the pamper people jelly, you know.
Like the shepherd, who is now kind of guiding the flock. Okay, I get that. Go on.
Now you they do the finishing. Now you they do the finishing job.
Right.
For now the canon. That's why we need to use you play.
I know.
You understand? So my ego, the secondly, be say I want to ask question. See why Danjuma, because they watch this year program. I want to ask them and go on. Why are you not talking? Why is this a grave silence? See why Danjuma and go on. Until they wipe out the whole middle belt before you come out, come talk. Because of your oil well, is that the reason why your people, you sacrifice your people to this terrorists from Niger, Chad, and Mauritania, Central African Republic? That question what I want to ask them. Because enough is enough. Every Christmas, you know that these people, they will come to attack your people.
Yes.
Every New Year. Why can't you make a provision in time? I know that these are particular time. This
what is even their influence? What is even their influence?
That's the question.
Former president of Nigeria, right? Their people cannot at least say, because of this also personal. That is why all these terrorists can never, ever, ever touch our region. There's nowhere that is immune. They kidnapped the village head of Bokwari when Bokwari was president. Now there I know, say, if you are thinking say Nigeria is for you, how many times will they tell any of you that Nigeria is not for you on your own? They have no influence. No,
my even the Kolu is not sure of his own security.
Safety.
How much more you will be in Nigeria? Kolu Turumbu no sure of his own security. That's why always in private jet they're on 24 hours. He can fly, leave you anytime. My good general, make a live on there.
It is
for now.
Thank you very much, Prince Jejeman. Okay.
God bless you, Baba.
And you too, Matic.
Hello, my
Charm, is that you, ma'am, right?
Yes, it is. Good evening.
Oh, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks for asking. Please.
I thought that the calls weren't good.
I'm sorry.
I thought the calls weren't going to go through today. So I thought that,
I
let me just keep trying.
I know. I was like,
yeah.
you know what? No, I'm just gonna go now. But well, here we are.
Yeah. So I listened to your show today, and it was very insightful as always. You know, and you mentioned a couple of things. You talked about, I mean, obviously the poverty, the insecurity, the fact that, I mean, it's quite obvious that the government doesn't really have any plan for the people.
And the continued corruption, which is also
the continued corruption. And in fact, I think the insensitivity of the current people in power, I don't want to call them leaders because I've always said they're not leaders. They're just people occupying a place at the moment. So all of these things, chances, opportunities, you know, now all of these things, because there's a quote I used to attribute to the guy who wrote Things Fall Apart. I don't know why his name escapes me now. Chinua Achebe. You know, I used to think he was the one that said it, but apparently it was an earlier quote even before his time. That things fall apart when the center cannot hold. Mere anarchy is loose upon the land. And that is. Nothing, you know, all the things that are going on in Nigeria, it's following the normal trajectory. Do you understand? Things are falling apart. The center cannot hold. That's the power in Nigeria cannot hold. Anarchy is what you have going on in the land right now. And I think the first caller, right? Even if the military is not going to take any action, the truth is that at some point, this is going to be too much even for people to take. You see what those women did. You know, I think I called you one time and I said to you that it wasn't even when the thing that happened in Jos happened, right? When I was still in school that time.
Yes.
It wasn't even the men that fought those
you said something like that. Was it yesterday?
I told you it was the women. It was the women that took up arms and dealt with those people. And that's why I keep saying, you see, you don't underestimate people. And I think that's the biggest mistake that these so-called people in authority are making. They're underestimating the people. They're also underestimating the impact of their lack of leadership, so to speak, for the want of a better word, the lack of leadership that they have continued to display, their insensitivity. You are partying, people are dying. You are saying sorry, and you are saying let us work with it. Work with who? How can you work with people whose ideologies are different from yours? How can you say we should coexist side by side with these people? It's not possible. Okay, and you're refusing to tackle the issues. This insecurity can be resolved. You know, at this point in time, Nigerians don't wait. You know, somebody said, what are you waiting for? And I keep saying to people, are you waiting for your pastor to tell you, go and fight for what is truly yours? Do you not understand that the resources that belong to you are yours and for your own good and the good of the people around you? It is not for the select few. No. The resources are for all Nigerians to enjoy, or if you want to go the regional way, for each region to manage their resources for the good of their people, you know. So
you even know the saddest one too, right? Right. Apart from the fact that these resources are not being, they are not really being beneficial to the people who are supposed to be enjoying them and the rest of that, right, or benefiting from them.
Yeah.
They are being targeted to be killed for even having those resources right now. It's like
exactly, and you know,
right? It's like my grandma in the village right now. Okay, she's there. That's where our own parents were born. That's where our own parents were born. That's where she's born, and that's where she's had her own descendant and all that. She doesn't know if there is any mineral resources under the ground where she's born. But right in our home, some armed criminals, because they know that everybody in this part of this land, they must leave. And my grandmother ended up being slaughtered because some people felt like there are some resources under the ground, so she shouldn't be there. That is even what makes it sad, though, Cham, right? It makes people become targets simply because they have resources.
Because those people, especially the ones in Bokos and Mangu and back in Ladi, all of those people, they just want to live peacefully. They just want to farm. They want to wake up in the morning. I'm not even sure that they even really even understand the impact that government is supposed to have on them. But they're waking up every morning. They're going about their day, minding their own good business, like normal people, right? And then you have this bunch of criminals coming and then slaughter them in the most inhumane way, to tell them that your life means nothing, your children mean nothing, your existence means nothing, and you're saying that they should fold their arms and just be looking.
And somebody is not really angry in government. Cham, have you ever sat down to be like, why is somebody in government not really so angry? Like, why is this happening?
Exactly.
Why?
Exactly. But it's not happening. It's because, like you said, like you rightfully said, when it's not happening to me, then just maybe it's not real.
Maybe it's actually exaggerated.
Maybe it's not. Maybe listen. Not to deviate, right? I remember when my brother passed away. It was until I saw his body, that I realized that okay, this man was actually gone. So if I never saw his body, I would never. It's something they'll say to me. Oh yeah, he's gone, but your mind cannot,
something you just really accept, even if
you can't accept. So it's kind of like the same scenario where you have what they call it. You have people in government who simply cannot relate with what is going on ground. They can, it's easy to say, we empathize with you. What kind of stupid empathy? You're not angry. You're not saying, you know what, enough. And the reason why they can't say enough is because they're all drinking from the same cup, all of them. So you cannot expect them criminals. Listen,
so actually have new feelings. You know what I mean? Because it's like somebody who knows that I'm going to burn people, and then when people start burning and they start screaming, you expect them to have human sympathy and be like, how do you feel watching the people you are burning burn? Or the feeling there is that they know they want to burn people, right? And at the same time, it's actually going to give them a special satisfaction, instead of them to feel empathy. And that's exactly what we are witnessing. It's like some of these people, when they watch them living in that poverty, wretchedness, and all of that, it gives them some level of satisfaction that cannot be described if you are not one of them. That's what I think.
Yeah, exactly, So, I mean, I don't really want to belabor the point, but I understand where the first caller is coming from. I don't know, but I don't know if anything is going to happen in the military. And people who are saying it's not technically, might not even be a coup, but to eliminate the upper echelon of the army, because those people are incompetent and they are quite useless and also culpable in this current situation as well. Yeah. So if that is their aim, is to eliminate from the lower rank and above, it is not unbelievable, right? But the point I'm trying to make, and the point I want to even get across, is that this trajectory, all of this, all of these ingredients that is boiling in this Nigeria that will soon explode, right? Either that is going to happen or the people are going to rise up. Something has to give. This situation is not, it's not tenable. It's not, it cannot continue this way.
Yeah, God bless you. Charm, I really appreciate, you there again. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm going to take another one, okay? As usual, no worries. You're as blunt as you've always been. But here is something people need to know as well. No worries. Let us be honest with ourselves. You see where APC is taking Nigeria and everybody to. It's like a state of destruction. It is either you stop APC or they will eventually crash and crumble Nigeria beyond what anybody can actually pick together anymore. And I'm comfortable with that, by the way. It's just that I don't know the damages, how much it's going to be. So, hello there.
Hello, sir. Mr. Maigo.
Sir.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. How are
you? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well, even not because of Nigeria, I mean, we wouldn't be having this discussion in the first place. But it would have been nice if, Nigerian politicians are not using the ordinary people to fight each other. You see, the more we are clamoring on or making noise on, oh, one person are killing the other, and there's this terrorists there, and then they are winning because we are being distracted. from the real problem, the real issue. And then we have the pastors and all feasting on the miseries of the ordinary people, and then telling us that we shouldn't worry, just keep on praying. One day everything's going to be fine, and all and so on. But we need to understand that what we need is a revolution. Okay, a revolution that, my God knows how long it's going to last. But I tell you, the more we understand that, the closer we are getting to the, to the promised land. But we need to have, we need to have focus.
We should start speaking
yes, what do?
Yeah. If not, if none of us is really ready for what is called a revolution that is going to be a big disruption, we are still just we are not really talking.
Because look, yes, let's just imagine for once that, okay, if Tinubu now decided to say, okay, you know what, I'm not interested in healthcare, or I'm not interested in education, but I'm interested in roads. Every single road that leads to every corner in Nigeria, I want it superb. I want it done. Imagine. Let's just imagine that.
I mean, you won't be the first person to say this, so Baba. See, I've heard people said, I've heard people said, if Obasanjo says, oh, out of all the Nigeria problem, I want to do electricity, and he did electricity.
Yeah.
I say, oh, all the Nigeria, I want to deal with healthcare, fix healthcare. Jonathan come and say, I want to deal with education, fix education. Another one come and say, I want to deal with all the rail networks and infrastructures like road, rail, and all that, and he fixed that. Somebody said in 24 years, like Nigerians won't be this frustrated, and Nigeria won't be this dilapidated. And I was like,
exactly.
Everybody keep wishing that if they could
do
this.
You see, this Lagos that they carry on their head, saying that, oh, Lagos is
Lagos not
mega city and whatever. What they don't know is that place is getting old already. They don't even know. In fact, 50% of the buildings that in Lagos, to be honest, if I go to Lagos today, I will never go to any high-rise building. If you invite me to high-rise building today, come and say hello to us. No, I'd rather go to a shack, because I know that one will never collapse.
At least if it does, at least you have a chance of survival.
Exactly. So all these they are Lagos. Anything can happen anytime. So Nigeria, God knows. I don't know if I start laughing. I just can't. I can't. If I start laughing, honestly, I won't finish laughing.
Somebody said that when the situation is beyond crying, you just laugh, because like you want to cry, but it's beyond crying. Crying won't help. You just laugh. That's when you laugh like I get you, Baba. But the standard continue to fall. But they are still using the same standard as the standard of that Nigeria deserve. That's where people should begin to feel worried. In 2024, right? They are using Lagos as a standard of what Nigeria should be. And wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, so there's no security in Nigeria. There's nothing, because the money that the governors use to secure their states, to patrol, to get in a patrol car, for police to patrol everywhere, every 24 hours, every hour, going around. They don't have it.
No.
So places, most of the places in Nigeria are not patrolled, so they are not governed. In fact, people would say that we've never seen police here for the past 4 years.
I know.
Because police doesn't patrol.
I know.
There's nothing. You can't really
places,
local government.
In some local government areas, the police station, they have to close at 4 p.m. for security reasons.
You see, security reasons.
Police station has to close by 4 p.m. They do like say the rest of you can find your way for the following day. When they open at 10 a.m. the following day, they shut at 4.
So why are
you shutting?
Why do we have government?
They said for security reasons.
Yeah, why do we? Yeah. Why do we have government then in Nigeria?
Just to take rent.
You see? Why do we have government? So people people have to understand that they are already dead. People are walking dead. There's nothing. Is either you stand up for your rights now before they start putting you inside the 6 feet.
You know what I mean?
So is either just yeah. So because
see, that's my worst.
Mr. Tinubu is not ready to do anything. He's just there. He wants to amass his own wealth and then legitimize his own wealth, because he knows that after being a president, everything for his family and his cohort, everybody, nobody touches them again. That's it. That's why he's there. Nothing is coming.
It's called lifetime immunity. Once you get to that club, nobody touches whatever you steal. They can talk about your luto. They can talk about but nobody touches your stuff. Nobody touches it.
Yeah. So, Baba, look, thank you very much for your work.
Thank you.
We ordinary Nigerians, we really appreciate you. And then I know that God will continue to strengthen you.
Amen.
And then, Nigeria will change for better. And of course, very soon we will. Yeah, we have a good government that will later, pardon every one of us that say, no worries. Now we have a good, so we can always go back home, and say hello, to our loved ones.
I mean, everybody will love you. Not a place where they are using the Interpol, their security men that were supposed to prevent